Strategy and Snark presents Dungeons and Dragons Online. Welcome back. We're looking at the Dreaming Dark today. Both the group and the quest pack. So we are still in the Inspired Quarter. We are not going to be here for terribly long, though. There's just one quest here, and then we're going to take that boat somewhere else. So that is a Warforged Titan. We have seen them before. I'm pretty sure we've beaten one up before. Actually, yeah, we beat one up not that long ago. So, this street performer kind of guy, come on, says that you'll see worlds of adventure if you just look into its eyes. And he's not wrong. It's kind of like a holographic recording of the black box. We are watching what happened to this thing back when it was still active. So here it is. The problem is we're not the only ones here. So, first of all, they completely handwave how we're even like, is this like a holodeck? Is this just like a mental imprint? No idea. They don't explain it. The memory warps as dream creatures attack us. So yeah, like I said, we're not the only ones here. There are dreaming dark goons here, specifically because they want to know how this thing defeated them back in the past. Or what happened to it, how it was defeated, sorry. Because the Dreaming Dark, if you look really at these guys, these are ancient Warforged. These are not the Warforged like we see today. These are the old, kind of coppery, rusty kind of ones that we've only seen a few times. So we're going to follow. And all these little ghosties, they're not here to interfere with the memory. They're here to kill us specifically. Because we're interfering with their trying to figure out what went wrong with their super weapon. If I remember the super background lore right, there was a they are like mind parasites, basically. They don't have physical bodies to invade with. That's what the Warforged were for. They were built in order to house the psychic entities so that they would have something to run around with while they were invading. And then this, the Warforged Titan is just a big version, right? Bunch of motorcycles, he's the tank. The giants, because remember, the giants were the big civilization back then. The giants defeated the Korai invaders. The Korai don't know how. Because they've got this big old Titan, and I'm apparently helping the memory along like, yes, those guys were obviously not the ones who did anything. This quest used to get a little bugged out here. So he's going to run up the stairs and punch some guys and then run back. I don't know if it still does this, but just to be on the safe side. If you run ahead too much and kill everything before it's had a chance to walk its correct distance, it will be too far away to aggro on the new enemies, and it'll just stand around. I think they fixed that, but just to be safe, we're just going to let him do his thing. Army of the Dream Plane, I won't let you reach the interdiction lens, the shiny majig. When the truthful one and I cast our spell, you'll all be shunted back. Well, that is clearly the Storm Reaver. And there he is. So the Storm Reaver and the Truthful One, that whole Warren Giant Hold kind of thing, in the, you know, at the, you saw the aftermath of this battle. See, the Storm Reaver defeats the Titan. The memory ends, but we're still here. We have to beat up more of these things. You see the aftermath in Giant Hold. All of the frozen giants, all the frozen dragons. And this is the original spell. This is the one that was like from... If the Storm Reaver is Captain America, this is World War II. Right? This is what everybody remembers him from. Or at least what the history books remember him as having done. Although the specifics were lost, right? There was no sign of these guys in Giant Hold the last time we were there. It was just the Truthful One trying to mess with stuff. Alright, 8 more of these guys and we can continue. So I don't know which came first, right? So an interesting thing about the Warforged. This is not officially their creation story. This is the creation story in Dungeons & Dragons Online. The Warforged don't have a creation story. The guy who created them specifically did not write down a canon creation for them because he wanted that to be up to the Dungeon Master. He wanted it to be decided by the people playing. You know, whatever fit their campaign. That's how whatever you decided created the Warforged, that's it. You could say that they are just creations from Cannith, like Cannith claims they are. That could just be it. That could be the whole thing. They could be Korai. They could just be a race from a completely different plane. Something that I just was thinking of the other day is, what if they were created in order to siphon souls from another plane? So, specifically I was thinking of, what if they were there to steal souls back, or reclaim, save souls out of the domains of dread. The memories and personality wouldn't be intact, but you'd be leeching souls back out of the domain of dread, where otherwise they'd be, you know, trapped in endless cycles forever. You know, anything can be correct. Alright, find a way out of this memory. When you jump down here and go over there, the quest ends. This is a very, very special clam. Why is it a clam? I don't know. When you open this clam, there is a very low chance that an extra enemy spawns. And if you kill it, you can take it. So I'm going to set this guy to aggressive. I'm going to consecrate. And we're just going to open this and immediately cleave. I got an Essence of Horrors. I don't see anything having... Well, I mean, there's a Dream Reaver, but that's not what I'm talking about. This is where the Xenos something ear dweller can spawn. It's just a little thing that goes in your... It's like a trinket, if I remember right. It's a pretty rare item. There's our XP. And we're out. It's, it used to be like a best in slot item. but it's still interesting. And it's rare. I want to say it gives you like a clicky, like you can just click it like 3 times a day and it boosts your spell power or something. I don't know exactly what it does these days, because most of the systems it was built on are long gone. Alright, quest 1 done. We're going to take Wreathbane's boat. Wreathbane? Usually when you have Bane in your name, that's because you're like, you know, Wolfsbane or something. Wreathsbane, like you just really hate Christmas wreaths? Sure, take me to the Isle of Forgotten Dreams. It's a good thing we didn't forget where the isle was. It's a pretty cool little island. We explore basically none of it. Hello, Shaman. So we have Chana de Kenneth, right? She is here. Kenneth is trying to claim all of the Warforged Titan remains, which is funny because in universe for DDO, they claim they created everything, so why would they not have already collected their things back? Maybe they're just trying to cover up so nobody notices they're trying to claim history's different. Anyway, we're going to talk to the chieftain. They're not super happy with us being here, but they won't stop us. But if we annoy the ancestor spirits and we get our soul eaten, it's not his problem. Fair enough. So what we're doing, we know the Dreaming Dark is after the thing that the Storm Reaver used to get rid of all of them. He basically cast, I mean, there's a couple examples. He basically cast a spell that was like the Golgothian Silex from Magic the Gathering. He detonated such a big bomb, it knocked one of the other planes of existence out of alignment. That's how he stopped the Dream Invaders, is he literally took a giant Dragon Ball Z spirit bomb, but he hit their planet and just, it's off kilter. They're having a way harder time crossing over because it's out of alignment. Is a pretty good fucking plan. I mean, you do that a couple times. I mean, who knows what the knock-on effects would be if you did it more than once, but that's why. It's out of alignment. It's hard to, like, teleport or plane shift or whatever. You can't really plane shift back and forth between here and the plane of nightmares. It's hard. Because he just broke the universe. When you're being attacked by extra-dimensional bad guys, like, yeah. You just break time and space around their version of the universe and then they can't get in. It's a good fucking plan. I love that plan. And it worked. The Giants won. Kind of without him, the Giant Society kind of went to pot, but I thought this... Oh, I didn't. I missed some guys. Now the wall opens. Because that's how walls work. So what the Nightmare guys are doing with all... So Dark Hat. That's a... Dark Hat is a place on Eberron. Dalcor, I believe. As in Korai. As in the Realm of Nightmares. They're all permutations of that same name. So, sorry, buddy. We are actually on the same side. You just don't realize it. What the bad guys want is to find the artifact that the Storm Reaver used and see if they can break it, steal it, do something in order to undo what it did. Which I don't think it was just an item sitting around doing something. I don't feel like it was a giant tractor beam. See, here's where the thing was in the memory. We've been here before. This was the end of the quest before as we ran out that way. This is how you reuse an area. So, they found the thingamajiggy because they knew where it was. They triangulated its position based on what they knew the place looked like. Kind of reminds me of V for Vendetta. You know, you can't leave because even just knowing the color of the walls and that it's underground and, you know, it looks kind of like this and it's about this warm, just a smart man would figure it out. A smart man could figure out where we are just with those little clues, given time. Oh no! They're breaking the thingamajiggy. We better kill them out of spite, because they've already done it. So we're just going to take the frame. Oh, look, it's one of you guys again. You are way scarier, like, back here. Like, it kind of looks like a angry baby face right here, and then I get closer and it actually snaps into place. That just looks like a swirly, right? Angry baby face demon is way scarier. Granted that I get so many anti-demon, anti-bad thing bonuses, it's like, I don't care that your guys can cross over now. Like, you actually just make me stronger. Like, beating these guys up is raising my stacks of divine purpose. Like, don't feed the paladin all of these powers before getting into combat. Because I just had, like, plus how much damage? I had potentially, like, plus 30% damage going into beating him up. Because he fed all of his minions to me first. Oh look, Essence of Phantasms. Do I remember what those do? Nope. Because every time I try to think about it, I just think of the quest we just did, the Mind Sunder, and opening up the bonus treasure chest, and I know that's not what these are for, because we already did that. So, bad news, everyone. The thing protecting the entire planet, you know, it was just sitting in that forest back there, and some other guys got there and smashed it. Literally minutes before I got there. Hi. Doop 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 doop. So, we need to replace the aspect crystal. So she says most of it is still salvageable. So we'll ask this guy where to get the aspect crystal. Did we get the quest? Okay, we got the quests. Just making sure we've advanced the story enough that the quests are available, apparently. This is something that is very rarely done. I don't think any other pack has done this. We actually have a choice of quests. We can either do this quest right here, or we can run a little bit further and do that quest. Both of them count. Our goal is to get another crystal. So if we talk to this guy, raiding the Giant's Vault. This is a solo quest. it is very, very rare that they bother making a dedicated solo quest. So what solo means is, because it's been a few levels since we've seen one, I can't summon the hireling. We have to do it by ourselves, but we are also on solo difficulty, which means it's even easier than normal mode. But yeah, this is probably the one that gave me the most. This quest gave me a lot of anxiety back in the day, because once I figured out hirelings, like, man, I never wanted to be without them. The fact I couldn't heal myself really scared me. Now, I can heal myself just fine on this character, and frankly, they're not going to be able to do 900 damage to me, even if I ran through these traps all the way up. So these chests up here, you can kind of see me being able to target them. We loot the chest, we win the quest. There are traps on the way up, but more importantly, we need a key. You're interesting looking. Nothing? Okay. Need an iron key for that one. So, the part of this quest that kind of sucks. That's the way we came. What you really need to do, and I'm not super practiced at it, so it's not like I know exactly where I'm going. We need to jump up the walls of this quest. So normally you'd be like, yeah, they're square, you could jump up there, but you would expect there to be nothing or maybe a collectible. No, this is actually how you're supposed to do this quest. Is you're supposed to get up here, climb around, beat up that random guy, and there are doors. Let me see if I can see any. Check that out. There's a rune right there. We're going to need to hit that rune, I bet. And I believe that's a doorway right there, too. Maybe. Oh, there's definitely 100% a doorway right there. So we definitely want that. Don't see anything on that wall. This one's got a rune we're coming up on soon. That's supposedly where we came. No, that's not where we came in, or we would have come down right on the top of the chest where we wanted to be. I don't know about if I can make that jump, though. Let's go with a jump potion. Jump. There we go. Oh, that was dumb. Dumb. Alright, let's try this again. And now you see why people don't like the jumping sections. Like, seriously, jump on this one, and then we try not to hit our head on that little bit while we jump up here. And completely ignore the bad guys. Alright, I don't know if I can actually make any more progress in this direction. We can get in there, but I don't know about jumping out and around to get over there. Can I go up here? No. Is there an up that way? No. You know what? I have a ranged weapon. It apparently doesn't work on them? There we go. Yeah, take that, lava mephit. We done? We done? Good? Not auto attack, please. Alright. Oop, there's another rune up there. So if I... Oh, why don't we just do this? We'll just climb this other section instead. That's probably what we're supposed to do. Okay, we'll take it. Double back a little bit because we saw the rune. Do I know what the rune does? Not really. Probably disable some of the traps. Ooh, another rune. That's 2 runes. There's at least 3 more runes. We can go along here and get to this one. And it would climb us up there pretty easy. But I'm going to try to go this way. Can I get up there? Can I get up there if I stand on the urn? Is it possible to stand on the urn? Yeah. I don't know if I'm being sneaky or if I found the intended path, but I mean, this is the end of the quest, right? I could absolutely tank all of these stupid traps. We are significantly powerful enough. Just Sparta kick the chest off the top. Well, I guess that might break the lens. I don't know how we know there's a lens in there. I was really expecting to get more distance off of that jump. That was a disappointing jump. Now we're going to have to climb back up again. Because I really thought we were going to make that. Fucking hit your head on something. Obviously, if you ever hit your head on something, that sends you sideways. Not that it just makes your jump stop. You go flying sideways. That hasn't been annoying every single time, and they still put fucking things over our heads so that we bonk our heads on them. Look, designers. Look. I know you have fucking limitations, okay? Fucking kidding me? My shoulder counted? I know you have limitations. It's a very old game engine. Stop putting things over our heads when you want us to jump. You're just causing the problem. You know what your physics engine can do. Don't put your players in the situation where they get pissed off because they jumped and then got shot 4 million miles to the right because they bonked their head on something. Yes, this is an old quest. Quite aware it is an old quest. Doesn't mean that they don't still do this now and then. Alright. We can make this jump. And are there any more runes? We can go up that way still. I don't actually remember what the runes are for. I don't really do this pack. But we should be close to that. Yeah, that door I saw. I've heard that people can do this quest really fast. Like if they know where they're going, they just whoosh. And it's fast. At least in the day it was like fast XP for its level. I think it was either XP or it was just like a large number of treasure chests for its level. Maybe that was it, when people were like trying to farm tomes and stuff. You know, these are technically high-level treasure chests, and there's a bunch of them next to each other with very little effort. But, you know, we've got epic powers these days. I'm just assuming. I found an exit from the vault. Apparently that's an optional. I thought we were going forward. Alright, well I found one of the levers that disables the traps. And we defeated a guy. So let's... oh, hello. If I look straight out and across, there's another doorway. That's probably what we're aiming for. So we're going to climb back over to this one and see if we can... I'm going to use my jump potion again, because this is why I bought them. Let's see. We were up there and we failed this. We have to go this way no matter what, so maybe we'll get lucky and make it. Yeah, we made it. Alright. I want on that tree is what I'm aiming for. Do I know if the tree can hold my weight? No, but we made it. We use the tree as a target, a marker, a destination. And I'm guessing there's going to be another lever in here, because symmetry is God in this game. Gargoyle Juggernaut. Like, it didn't look that much bigger than a normal gargoyle to me. Lever? There's a rest shrine. Metal clanks against stone nearby. Why do you remind me of something? Something glints at the bottom of the pool. Hello, iron key. And up again. Spacebar to go straight up. One of the best things that you can tell a new player when they panic at the thought of having to swim. And this should be a skeleton with a lever. And he's out. I think. Okay, it has not said we found the key to the chest yet. We did find the key to the door on the ground floor, though. That's probably where we need to go next. Get a key, walk up, open the chest. I don't do this quest very much. If nothing else, the only reason I really do either one of these chains, either this one or well, that was supremely not helpful. All of that climbing, and we stepped on an air jet trap that literally placed us next to the goddamn door. Couldn't you have done that, like, way earlier? Like, one of the 50 times I fell down here? Anyway. Oh, look, a lever. And a door. Why is there... Could I really just take it? Okay. Was I supposed to be able to just open that? No, you pull the lever. I don't think that was intended. You can just select the force field and just... You're supposed to pull the lever, it drops the force field, you take the key. You can just... It's like opening a sliding glass window by just sticking your hands on it and just... The little bit of pressure moves it aside, just take the key, leave. Okay. Cast my Dispel Magic, just completely ignore that guy. The path to the top is littered with deadly traps that are all turned off. I mean, that's kind of a trap. Okay, the giants who built this vault, okay, worked long and hard to protect this treasure from everybody except, you know, just coming straight down from the top. Or from nature. This tree is going to wreck their entire vault. We get our XP. 8,000 XP on a solo quest? That is not bad. I mean, for epic, it's bad. Well, it took me 15 minutes because I don't know what I'm doing. I could see you getting that done faster. 3 chests. We got another essence thingamajiggy. Is it important? I don't know. I don't remember. Actually, do I remember? I think you use the essences to upgrade the items. I do like those boots, but I'm never going to use them. So, I'm going to yeet myself off of here and go pick up the next quest. We're going to do that other quest, but we'll do it on the way to the last quest instead of having to walk over there and then walk even more back to backtrack. Hey, you, guess what? I got the thingamajig. And then she fixes it, and then it's good to go. It is perfectly... Okay, well, I don't know why I'm getting my reward from you now, but okay. Perfectly functional spirit bomb Silex giant mana cannon item. Here you go. Hope you know what to do with it. She actually tells us what to do with it. She says detonate it. But you have to do it. You can't do it from this side anymore. You have to do it from inside the plane of nightmares. That sounds scary. So instead, we're going to go get another crystal just in case I screw up. Mining for ancient secrets. This is the one you do if you've got a group coming through here. Because this is not a solo quest. We can summon our hireling and everything. It's basically a cave. We're just going to go and find an aspect crystal and take it. Killing everybody in our way who might have already called dibs on it. Because the world will end if we don't take it. Now, these are all dark cat dudes, right? So they are on the side of the world ending. So, like, whatever. But it doesn't matter who they are. See that wild man? I mean, he's a slave. He still doesn't want us to be taking the things. Still bugs me that those guys are like... It's not the first time we've had that problem, right? And I know it's just... They're trying to spice up the enemy types. I know it's just that they're trying to give reasons why these things are here. But why would the slaves attack us? We are their best shot at freedom. Still. If you don't annoy them, at least they don't like automatically aggro the second you walk in, so we can kind of ignore them. There we go. Is there a reason I couldn't walk through there? I think he was mid cutscene. He was... They're trying to be cute, right? He thinks I'm the relief guard. Doesn't realize I'm here to backstab and take all of his stuff. He didn't have any stuff worth taking. That looks important. In your mind, you hear a popping noise. The crest in this box looks to be important. That's them Jedi mind tricking you into thinking that the crest is important. So as I'm on the wrong ledge. Pretty sure we go this way now? We just have to go the way we didn't before. Now the question is there another crest before the boss, or did we only need one crest? Guess we'll find out. Just gonna carve my way through here. I mean, they've technically done more damage than the solo quest did. Although I guess, no, the solo quest I took like 30 damage from falling. A control crystal that's blocking an interdiction lens. Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh, 2 control crystals. Now this guy's called Excavation Leader. Now he's still dressed in purple, so I'm guessing he's probably still from Dark Hat, but... And kerbonk. Once we break the crystal, the quest is done. I mean, once we pick that crystal over there up, the quest is done. This quest is way more straightforward. Way more straightforward. Are you guys gonna come, or are you just gonna shoot arrows at me from over there? I would say if you're doing this for the story, right? If you're... How did you get back there? If you're doing this chain for the story, I would do the solo quest. Because it kind of feels more epic to me to have to Indiana Jones your way through this vault to get another of these ancient, irreplaceable artifacts. Rather than, well, we could go to the cave 20 feet down the road where they just mine these things all the time. Like, why was this a big deal if we could get one so easy? Oh, I thought that was going to replace our wisdom item. But no, it's a hat. A hat with our one skill on it. Alright. I think it's a pretty good time through this pack. That's all going to end now. Hello, Fountain. The Fountain of Dreams. So just like how we went to sleep in that quest last pack in order to access the Dream Realm, we're going to kind of do the same thing. We're going to take a drink of this drugged water. It's, I don't know, extra butterfly-y? I don't know how it works. They don't super explain it. We're going to go on a vision quest. There's a bunch of, like, tribal drow guy here. They're just like, yes, vision quest. That's how you're going to do it. That's how you're going to get to the Plane of Nightmares. Doesn't look like much. It does look like much. This place is trippy. This is another case where the last quest makes the pack. Time to sit up and pay attention. Everything else we did up to this point was fine. Cute little story quests. They set up a problem. We set up the resolution. Now we're going to go do the resolution, right? I like it. This quest has quite a gimmick to it. We are on a different plane. Physics doesn't work the same. Well, you'll see momentarily. So, all this stuff is all weird looking, right? I'm trying to get to the first one. There we go. Heavy gravity is in effect. I can't jump. I jump like a foot. You kill the enemies. Whew. The shimmering effect has changed. Light gravity. Much jump. Big wow. We are going to very carefully Frogger our way up the Plane of Nightmares. If it doesn't lag me into the underside of it. Does my jump affect anything here? I don't know. I feel like that should be a very makeable jump. I am above the stupid thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the light gravity section. However, I do get impatient with the light gravity section because I can't jump again until we touch the ground, and as you saw, I can't quite trust the game to let me jump to the one that I want to jump to. Alright, so let's go switch back into heavy gravity here for a minute, because we need to kill these guys now. Yep, heavy gravity. Because otherwise we could just boing our way across. Now again, these enemies, you know, color-coded for your convenience. I actually like these ghosts, you know. Don't run straight at the guys. You can't fly. If you fall, I'm pretty sure it dumps you back at the entrance to the quest. So, be careful. Use the ladder there. Nope, we missed one. Because I don't have light gravity yet. There you are. Light gravity on. And then heavy gravity. Nope, it is light gravity. Okay. I think that was minus heavy gravity is what I saw. When in doubt, just give a little hop to make sure before you commit to the jump. Alright. We've got one more of these little, I'm going to say village-looking sections. You know, why are there lanterns strung across these buildings in space? I don't know. But why does anything, like, why would anything make sense on the plane of nightmares? It's not like they actually need a town market. This is just like the remnant of somebody's bad dream. Alright, are we light? We are not light. You know, if you guys would spawn slightly sooner so that I could just bat swing you on my way instead of having to wait for you, that'd be really nice. Alright, we light? We light. Now, this section here looks nice and easy, right? There's actually a weird spot down here that you can get stuck at. Not stuck, but you could get kind of blindsided about where it shifts where the gravity is. I want to say... Yeah, see how... See that? I don't actually have light gravity. Right? And if you try to make that jump, you won't make it. So we're going to back up to where we do have light gravity and land on this one instead. And over here, we still have light gravity. So now we're going to just jump this longer piece. And now we made the jump, whereas we would have went whoop and not understood what was going on. And that is my feather fall kicking in because we didn't have light gravity. Okay. Time to kill some spiders. You need to kill all the spiders to continue. So you have to look for all of the spawn points. We're done with the ghost village. Now we're in the spider village. Hunting all the things. There might be some down here. Let's find out. Nope. Found the end of the sidewalk. Spiders? Nope. I'm sure there's going to be some here, though. Nothing. Over here? Nope. We can't go through the door until all 10 are dead, so we just gotta keep looking and watch where you're going. This is kind of like this purplish stone versus the purple background. It's very easy to just walk right off because you didn't realize what you were stepping on or not stepping on. Hey, spiders. Get back here, spider. That was a decent number of spiders, too. 6 left. That might be 1 spawn's worth, but it's probably 2. I have not crossed this bridge yet, so I shall. Oh, I can see you. I've only killed 1. I know there was more than 1 of you. Come on out. Alright, 1 more spawn of 3. Hopefully on this bridge. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Wait for them to reappear. And there you are. Yes, get out of here and we can keep going. Okay. If you murder enough of them, eventually the DM will fail his concentration check and allow you to continue. Now this is a cool area. They don't do this often enough. So first of all, you walk in here. There's a bunch of ghosts, okay? Who are you? You face the Dreaming Dark Council. Oh yeah? But who am I? Wait, I recognize the mortal. Who destroyed Sorjek twice? Who crushed the demon Greetin Lilat? Now, we've only done a few of the raids. If you do all the raids in the game, at least all the raids up to when this quest was introduced, these guys will fucking panic. They'll be like, the Bane of the Storm Reaver? The one who stormed the Vault of Night? Like all of the raids that were raids at the time, yeah, they recognize which raids you've done. You can't jump high enough to get up there, which is annoying. I almost didn't want to TR my monk because my monk was my only character who had done some of the raids, and I just liked that I could come in here and they would go, I mean, this character in specific only got 2. And one of them we really only got half credit for, because the ones we got credit for were... Wait. I got on a different... Oh, so it counted the Demon Queen, even though we didn't do the raid. Because remember, we did the raid on another character. I came in over-leveled. Through the mirror. So just flagging for the raid was good enough. Hello, big boy. Would you like to dance? We're actually not fighting him yet. We will. He's the boss. But first we have to fight 4 more of these ghosts, and unfortunately they are floating outside of my reach. So we're going to throw axes at them until they give up. Most of my abilities don't work. Does adrenaline work with thrown? Guess we're going to find out. Wrong weapon type. No. Smite? Anything? No? This is where the hireling actually does some good because it spams light spells. So, I choose you. No? Nothing? Fine. All 4 dead? That is a very, very purple sun. Back to sword. Light gravity? Light gravity. Up. Kind of lagged out on me for a second there. I got a little nervous. Okay, we have one more short section here, and then we can fight the boss. This is kind of a puzzle. If you have HP, you just run straight to the end, okay? It's going to do the reverse gravity thing. You're going to go up, you're going to bonk your head, you're going to take some damage, then gravity's going to go back to normal, you're going to fall, you're going to take some damage, blah, blah, blah. Bonk. There is a way to minimize it. I feel like running under the pillar. It feels right. Hey, see? I only took 9 and 4 damage instead of 89 and 49. So stand underneath the pillars and then wait for the cycle to go through. And then you can continue. Will you guys stop damaging my charisma? I need that. Oop. I did not realize it still did its thing. Really? You literally just let go. I can't even see the bad guys. We're going to get under this thing. They're all dead. I mean, the hireling must have finished them off. Humph. Last couple guys, and then we get a shrine. I do not care about the shrine, but I will refresh my buffs. Do you have my... Yes, okay. This boss is probably going to go down pretty quick, because we're epic level, fighting a heroic level boss. This boss can be kind of scary. He is going to spawn these like energy vortex soul thingies, and their damage adds up really quick. So if you're doing this fight like fair, like legitimate, make sure you run over and kill those things when they spawn. So I'm going to keep circling him because I want to be able to see them when they spawn. Ooh, exhausted. Oops, there's one. Living Nightmare. Let's kill the Living Nightmare as soon as it spawns. There we go. Oh, and another one. Ooh, I was stunned. We were both stunned. Didn't end up mattering. Stop damaging my charisma. I need that. Nope, there's another nightmare. I miss. You know, I'm mostly focusing on them. He does have a lot of HP. Like, a lot of HP. He's CR 28. And he then has a very bad day. We then take his Dream Forge. It's like a crafting station here. We power this thing with their own tech. Use their force fields. Like, yeah, they'll know exactly where it is, but good luck. Supposedly this will keep Eberron safe again. We've got them shunted off, but this time the anchor is on their side. So no random guy could walk by, push it over, go, oops, ended the world. This weird brain thing right here. This is actually the Dream Forge. This is the thing that is now powering our crystal. You can use it to upgrade items. Crystal Disc of Dreams can be used in a Dream Forge to unlock the suppressed power of some psionic items. So you can just buy them, is what they're saying. 50 astral shards. Don't do that. You can combine the essences if you have six of each. We have one green one. My bag's not big enough to hold them all. I think we've got one of each color. Oh, we have 2 of the yellow. You rerun the quests a bunch of times. You get 6 of everything. You get a disc. You use the disc and a base item, you get a better item. So there's... the suppressed power items are kind of all over the place. I want to say... wasn't Titan's Grip a raid item? I think Titan's Grip is a raid item from the Titan raid back in the Restless Isles. Core Forged Docket, I think I've picked up before. Maybe that was Giant Hold. Rawl's Might. Terror. I definitely have Terror. That's a fun little sword. Switch essences to different ones. There's the one I know. The Dream Spitter. That's from the Reaver's Fate raid. That's the one of these that I've actually upgraded because I used it back in the day. All it does is add holy to what's otherwise a caster item. And then if you have wandered across one of the Ioun Stones. Ioun Stones can technically drop in any chest. They're kind of like a named item that could just be anywhere. I've seen them drop in like little level 4 quests like Irestone Inlet. I've seen one down there, I think. Because you got to look at their minimum level there, right? Only one of them actually had the level on it. So, like, the Pale Lavender Ioun Stone. Oh, can I just hover over here? No. Level 5, whatever. You get an Ioun Stone. They all have suppressed power. You make them all a little better here, but they are not in this quest chain specifically. They are all over the game. They're kind of rare. They're not really very good. They're fine. They used to have really low minimum levels for their effects. Maybe even 0. So like TR, like reincarnating players would use them. But I think they changed that during one of the item revamps. I haven't seen anybody use one in a long time. But if you want to, that's the spot you upgrade them. Anyway. We done here. That is the whole Dreaming Dark pack. To me, this is one long pack. The Path of Inspiration and this one, the Dreaming Dark, I always do them back to back because they are located right next to each other and they are basically the same level. Like one's 18, the other's 19, and it leads perfectly in. It's the last thing you do at 18, the first thing you do at 19, if you're not already epic level and moving on. This is not a quest chain that is in my rotation of quests that I do. Oh my god. I have a suspicion they have a higher drop rate here. Or I was just talking about the Ioun Stones. I mean, yeah, we have to take the Ioun Stone. I'm pretty sure they just have a higher drop rate here. Let's put it on. Let's bound to character or bound to account. Bound to account is fine. See it? It's a trinket, and it actually has the little... It actually does float around your character. They're cute. I'm really glad they did that little effect. And what are the odds that I would actually get to show that off in the quest chain that has the upgrade for them? Not that I could have upgraded it, because I don't have enough of the things, but... Yeah, there we go. We got ourselves an Ioun Stone. Am I going to use it? No. But it is level 2, Charisma plus 2, at level 2 on your trinket spot. That's honestly not terrible. I don't know what happens to this one. Like, I wasn't paying attention to which does what. I want to say it goes to Charisma plus 6, and then Charisma skills plus 6, which would be wild if it counted use magic device, but a lot of the times it doesn't. Anyway, that's a good enough spot to leave things. Yeah, with our shiny little friend. Do I recommend this pack? Again, it all comes down to that last quest. Do you like the idea of attacking the plane of nightmares itself? Does the jumping not bother you? Because that last quest is probably 70% of this pack. I like the one where you're doing the Memory of the Giant. I like that quest. And the other ones are not. I don't like the one where you're running down into the mine stabbing everybody just to grab the crystal. But everything feels like it fits together. There's a story told here from beginning to end. Right? If you kind of count the Path of Inspiration as the beginning, but you could start here. It's kind of refreshing that it's more or less can start and end in one spot. And I love that if you actually do the raids, all those ghosts panic because they're like, oh no, we know this one. It's like, that's right. The plane of nightmares dreams of me. Ah. But if we're talking like actual like utility, most of these, this is an old pack, right? It's an old pack. Don't be expecting great items. The XP was actually a little better than I expected, considering we're over-leveled. You're probably, functionally, going to just already be level 20 and wanting to do actual epic level quests to get triple the XP. But it's not a bad pack. It's just... I don't know how it really fits in with the actual leveling scheme of DDO these days. They have been, what I would say, if I had control over which packs they updated, I feel like this would be a good pack to update when they get closer to level 40 being the max level, and move this to being like, it's level 18, 19 now. And then its legendary version way up there at level 40. Because this feels like it's a capstone of this, of quest lines, right? This needs to come after Epic Giant Hold. It needs to come after all of the other raids that this chain can read and be like, you did all of these things. Throw Strahd in there, right? This is the one that defeated Strahd, that, went to Barovia and came back. This is the one that defeated Lolth, right? There's lots more raids we could add to the legendary version of this. So I kind of hope they do update this one. Just throw it in way later. But as of right now, there's not a whole lot of reason to grab this one right now. Unless you're just looking for more quests. Where are we going next? We're getting close to the end of the list of quests before we're actually into epics. Yeah, we've got 2 left. So next time we're gonna go to House Cannith. You know, where Channa came from. We're just going to follow her back and see what kind of bullshittery House Cannith is up to. Actually, I think it is still related to this quest line. Like, I think it is. Now that I think about it. Yeah, this pack needs to go legendary, and they need to add a new raid onto the end where you go after, like, all of the bad... Like, we fought the Eater of Souls or whatever he was. We're going to ramp that fight up. Put in some more weird dream stuff. Yeah, this needs to be a legendary raid when they get closer to 40. Anyway, next time, House Cannith actually doing the quests. What's it called? It's called Secrets of the Artificers. Secret number 1. They did not create the Warforged, and they know it. Liars. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Y'all have a good night.